witch's tree, witch's tree. Make sure you light a witch's tree for them and show them the sigil on the back. That's your team. That's what just happened. I'm over here trying to get everything ready. And I'm picking out candles and stuff. I'm not going to do an incense. It's a little later in the evening. So there's a lot of sleeping. I don't want any new scents to wake anyone up. And this candle is just screaming. But it's pretty low, so we're not going to get much light thrown from it. But okay. It's your reading. Shango, let's light it up. Light it up, up, light it up, up. I'm on fire. Whoa. You know, my songs know what you did in the dark and all that good stuff. Bianca's in my seat. My jewelry isn't on me. There's just a lot of not ready happening. But you know what? It's chill. I just wanted to let you all know. But I'll be back in a little bit. You'll see me when I've got all my stuff on. Hello. Welcome back to the tent. Or if it's your first time, welcome to the tent. We're going to go through and start off with a nice cleansing. I've already gone ahead and started with the card. That's not how I usually. Let me move this ring. It's better. I've gone ahead and started with the cards. But let me sweep this space. Go ahead and get rid of those old, stale energies that not necessarily bad or even good. Just not what we're working on today. And once the space is cleared, usually I would light some yummy incense, but I've gone ahead and lit this candle. I explained why earlier. Then I'm going to open our space up for readings, up for channels, up for knowledge, up for information, and just up for space. Because some of you are just here to be entertained. You're not here to know the future. You're not here thinking of the future. You just want someone babbling in the background about fun stuff that non-consequential. And that's dope. Maybe you glean something from this. Maybe you don't. Everyone gets what they get. But in that, I connect me to our space. I connect the mirror that I'm scrying on to our space. And I connect you to our space. And don't worry, if I forget to disconnect us at the end of this, I always make sure to disconnect us, whether you know it or not. Because I'm not someone who's down to keep a bunch of tethers, because that is actually very draining to one's energy. So I was gonna shuffle and cleanse these and just kind of start giving you your pre-download messages, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But as you can already see, the dragons we're just gonna take this ring off. Here, we're gonna take this ring off. We're gonna give it to Dylan. Here, Dylan, you can have that over your ear. So handsome, so majestic. Here's your clicker. But I'm going to go ahead and give you guys your pre-download messages because I really want you guys to get these because there was just a lot. So the main thing I was getting was coziness. Grape jelly dragon popping up at the bottom. The main thing that I was getting was just coziness, was just warmth, nice. Maybe it's the season, maybe it's the vibes. I was just outside hanging out, just staring up. It's getting closer to a new moon, so the night is all nice and dark where I'm from, so I can just sit and just scry into the sky for as long as possible. And then I came in and was wrapped up in my coat, and all I could really think about was just coziness and warmth and how good things felt. And so that was just a lot of cozy vibes, chatting with friends. So maybe, letting that jabberjaw loose, having a little conversation, just non-consequential, just, opening yourself up to connections and speaking with people or nurturing your current connections and stuff like that. a lot of golems wanted to come out to sit here for this message. So like here we just have Dial In and we just have Garama. But originally, like, I had a few that I was going to pull out, and they all just kind of wanted to be here. But as you can see, we have a very finite amount of space for what seems like a bunch of support that you have. I saw the Seven of Wands while I was shuffling it. That you've got a lot of support, and I'm feeling like it's support in places and ways that, like, you didn't realize. It's for a lot of the small stuff. It's very cute. We're not taking that. It's not time for that. Books are also a thing. Seeing specifically, I was getting a lot of like specific like editing, writing, and reviewing books. So if that's something that's in your wheelhouse or something you've been thinking about or something relevant to you, right place, right space. Dolphins came out, and of course, as you see, the dragons came out. The dragons are specifically like very heavy, very giddy. About it, because I actually blind reached in to my just shelf that holds all my cards, and I was just like randomly picking some, and the dragon said, nope, you cannot replace us, we are here, love us. And I do love them, but they're here a lot. So those are really all your pre-download messages. You know, if you're new here, welcome to the tent. This is a place for people to come hang out who enjoy just sitting in the betwixt and between and like to just gaze beyond the veil, you know, for funsies. We are not serious here. Mainly because the motto of the tent is life is serious enough. And it's gonna life when it wants to, because it's life. So why not ask some serious questions? So, you're chilling, I'm chilling, you're chilling. You want a tarot reading? Yeah, I thought you would. I thought you would. If you're still here and hanging out and chilling, we're going to start this off. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys' sigil that we start off with. We're going to go into the reading after that, and then Garama would like to do a little segment that, if you noticed, I didn't give Garama an offering, and the reason for that is because the section that Garama wants to do is Garama's Drama Corner, which I will explain more on that later. Very messy baby. Mwah. Love you, but you're a messy baby. So I'm going to go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and make your sigil. Now, as I go through and make your sigil, just want everyone to remember that I auto draw these. I know about as much about these as you do. Ooh, I really just wanted to, like, not so much my mouth went gobbledygook, but more of like, I kind of want to give you guys that explanation of like a, hey, just so you know, giving you that information, which I just put that in the spiel because I know someone's going to eventually ask me, well, how do you do the sigils? How do I make that happen? And I just want to make sure people understand that you can ask me as many questions as you want. You're not going to get an answer because the answer doesn't exist. So maybe that's something, that's a theme that's popping up in your life. There are people asking questions that you genuinely don't know the answer to, and maybe you're learning that that's an acceptable answer for some things. Very fun, very fascinating. You're actually getting more colors on your sigil. So that was purple. I know my lighting is what it is, so you might not see all the colors. Maybe someone's into color theory, because I was about to go on like a little spiel about how I have this light up here green and this light orange, and it's going to accentuate the reds, and in that, it's whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. I think maybe you were a little bit of an over-explainer. Or maybe you are an over-explainer. Or maybe you're healing from over-explaining. Or maybe you do over-explain, like I'm doing right now. Ooh. Over-explanation. Because I'm getting that overthink again. I'm getting that do too much. Because these pauses that you see, again, I'm just making these. I'm observing the pauses as you're observing the pauses. And I'm like, that's funny. Don't understand why they would need to pause right there. I hope these rambles make sense, because again, I'm very much backseating it here. Very much backseating it here. Ooh, the candle is going off. The candle is going off. I'm gonna do... Okay, I really want to go Ichi-ni-san Shigo. So maybe someone's a fan of something. So there's go. 5 is a number. 5 is important. Okay. And I believe... Ooh, this sigil is done. Dear gosh. Let's go ahead. And let me make sure I have this nice. And oh, I want to put it like this. Maybe it's because that's how I drew it. Because usually whenever I give you guys sigils, I show it to you like this. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and do this one like this. Here you go. So go ahead, take a picture like I was saying. Well, you don't even have to take a picture. You can look at it, think, ruminate on it. As I was saying before, this is a sigil. I auto draw it. So I know about as much about it as you do. So there's no rhyme or reason to any line, curve, slant, or move or color that I have chosen. I am guided by spirit to make these, and you know, you do what you want. And the reason you can do whatever you want with this is because if this is your reading, then this is your sigil. Take another moment, look at it. I'm being told put it this way too. Just in case some of you prefer your screenshots the long way, sigil the long way. Okay, I hear you. And I'm gonna go ahead and let Dylan hold y'all's sigil. Actually, no, because I want you guys to see the sigil. Like, I gotta figure that out because I want you guys to see the sigil through the whole reading. Here. Dylan's okay being covered up. He does not mind. He's a very helpful baby. Sweet. So, it's so nice, Dylan being so helpful. And oh, I hope I do not need those Sharpies for later because those are deep in that bucket. But Dylan, so sweet, so nice. And he even reminded me of the question that we're going to ask. Haha, I remembered our question. Because before I get any messages, before anything comes through, you guys need to know that we're asking the question of, if you went to a cozy cafe, what would happen? Oh my gosh. And someone's like, I go to cafes all the time. I said cozy cafe. This is different. This is specific. Let's see who we got here. We have growth and gratitude. Okay, so if you go to this cafe, nice, cozy, and cute, there's going to be some growth. Maybe that's that chatter that I'm hearing with friends, because growth doesn't always have to be like huge and exponential. Like, sometimes growth is, wow, I can't believe I finally ordered something different on the menu. Oh my God, are you ordering something different off the menu? Quick, what's your order? I am a iced caramel macchiato fan. And I know what you're thinking. Don't you mean just caramel macchiato? No, I mean iced. I will get iced caramel macchiato any time of the year. I should probably change that up. Should probably maybe get at least regular caramel macchiato, but that's different. But you look like you're changing it up. You're doing better than me. Oh my God, big jelly. And then maybe like, I think that maybe some gratitude's going to come your way, or like someone's going to do something nice, something sweet for you. Vulnerable. Oh, I think you're going to be having like a chat. Or so vulnerable, I like, yeah, it's deep. It's the peach dragon, you know, it's bruising easily and stuff like that. But maybe it's a soft, cozy cafe. And maybe you're in a position where you're allowing yourself to be soft. Because yeah, peaches bruise. Here, I'll bring him up so you guys can see this cute little peach dragon. Yeah, peaches bruise and they can get messed up really easily. But, you know, if the peach never goes out, how can you enjoy it? How can you eat it? You can't let fear of bruising the peach stop you from making a delicious peach cobbler. Wow. Again, I think the dragons are like, they're very supportive of just these trips, maybe you align with dragons, maybe you, specifically micro dragons, I'm seeing. I'm not really like big on like dragon mythos and lore, so like don't quote me. I've got like a few dragon guides and stuff like that that follow me around, but like I'm not like overarchingly like a huge dragon person. But specifically I'm like seeing all the micro and tinies, and that's why like this like little garden dragon deck wants to come out. You're a very cute person. I'm sorry if that offends anyone. Whatever presenting you are a very, like, I'm sorry, I have to say it. That's the vibe I'm getting. Whoever is tapping into this reading, and if you connect and you resonate, you are a very cute person. And when I say cute person, I'm not necessarily like, yeah, you probably look super adorable, but I mean like personality wise, you're like kind of adorable. That's why this peach is here. That's why, like, oh my god, like even that little peach dragon is so cute. And then we have the Two of Swords. I might have got quiet. It's not bad. It's not bad. The Two of Swords is not inherently bad. The Two of Swords is like indecision or like stopping and like maybe not saying something, and like it's the weight, it's the balance, it's like it's thoughts. Two is dualities. That, and then the Knight of Vessels. Okay. So the reason I'm kind of pausing a little bit is because I'm trying to say it not mean. But I'm not, what's being said to me isn't mean, but what was said to me could be misinterpreted. No, you're a very cute person. And unfortunately, it looks like that cuteness might also bleed a little bit into being a little naive. But you haven't let the things that have attempted to jade you. So I'm very proud of you. And that's why I was trying to find other words than just like calling you like naive and stuff like that, because that's not necessarily the case. It's more of like you're someone who had your heart open and you were very willing and accepting. As this peach, you're so sweet and you're so soft. Oh, you're so sweet and you're so soft. And even if other people don't see it and notice it, when you feel, baby. When you feel. And somehow, even with all the pain and even with all the hurt, you managed to still be a Knight of Cups. I'm not getting the negative vibes from this Knight of Cups either. Well, Knight of Vessels. Usually Knight of Cups, like, you know, some people look at that, Casanova, Don Juan, running around from lover to lover, showboaty and stuff like that. But also there's the like true lover boy. Lover boy, lover girl, whatever you identify for this, is someone who wants joy, someone who wants love, is someone who wants to find someone who can enjoy a cup with them. And this could be platonic, this could be romantic, this could be familial. You're just someone who simply has not shut your heart. And I'm getting like, I don't know, this Two of Swords is really, give me a little more on that. I'm not gonna go too deep. No, you're sweet. You're so sweet. This is the Queen of Vessels, aka the Queen of Cups. You're so sweet. See, that's that peach pie I was talking about. And this, I think it's like an apple pie or something. Maybe apples are significant. Maybe pie is significant to you. But it's that caring, it's that energy, it's that you were hurt, and instead of letting the things that hurt you stop you from going forth and caring for others, instead of hoarding your peaches, which you fully were in the right to do, and people wouldn't like necessarily judge you for hoarding your peaches, especially when they find out what you've gone through to the people you've offered your peaches to before. You instead go in the kitchen and say, well, you know what? While I'm not going to give my peaches to them or to someone else who's not deserving, that doesn't mean no one's ever going to deserve my peaches. Even if there's nobody who deserves my peaches now. Oh, baby. And that's why you're going to this coffee shop. Because you're a little cutie. You're a cutie. You're learning to love yourself. And that's why you're going to enjoy your time at this cozy, cute coffee shop if you decide to go. Oh my gosh. You are so cute. Thank you for allowing me to be in your energy. Like, I'm super enjoying it. It's so nice. It's so soft. Usually if you've been hanging around the tent for a bit, you notice that I get like pretty excitable and stuff like that. Because one, I enjoy hanging out in the betwixt and between. So I already get kind of like a little boost whenever I get to go into a nice divination mode. But here, you guys are very chill. It's that comfy. It's that chill. It's that cozy. That's why I was originally going to ask, peek behind the curtain. I was originally going to ask the question, what if you went on a sleigh ride? Oh, Queen of Demons, aka Queen of Swords. You're a good talker. You're going to have like a nice conversation, or you're going to run into somebody. Again, I think there's going to be a lot of talking, and there's some of you out there, I feel you're not talkers. That's fine. Red is significant. You'll know why in a little bit. And then 10 of Vessels. A lot of cups. Serving drinks with that pie. Serving drinks with that pie. And then my candles going off. Trees just branching, building. You know, you're going to a coffee shop. Maybe you're getting a nice little drink. Maybe you're going to get the schmoothie. Well, some coffee shops are pretty good. If you go to Port City, Java, they have pretty good schmoothie there. I get that. But no, you're not only sweet, and you also haven't allowed it to like hold your tongue, is what I'm getting. You haven't let it stop your heart. You haven't let it hold your tongue. You might not as often allow people access to it, but that doesn't mean you've closed yourself off. I'm getting that there's some people who don't understand that, where they think that just because you're not as robust, rambunctious, or as loud as you were previous to whatever happened and that led to your Two of Swords moment, that means that there's something wrong, that means that you're cold and that you're jaded. But in reality, you've just learned that you're not gonna. So to produce heat takes energy. Cold is a lack of energy. Cold is no motion. It is inertia. Heat requires energy. It requires friction. It requires combustion. Things naturally on their own will simply go cold. That's why bodies just start to go cold once there's no longer blood flowing through. There's no friction, aka the motion, the flow of the blood to create heat anymore. So you didn't become cold to people. You simply stopped putting energy and effort towards things that don't deserve it, towards what has hurt them. You've learned your lesson. I don't know what your lesson is, or is. Some of you, it's still ongoing, and that's fine. Life's a journey. Life's a journey, and that's why you're taking a nice, cute little stop at a cozy cafe. Wow. Ooh. The Empress. That Taurus energy. And then the Hermit. Okay. Very cozy. Very chill. Who's behind the Empress? Ace of Pentacles, that's the good news, and the Three of Wands, waiting for things to come in. Maybe you're at the coffee shop waiting for somebody, maybe friends, maybe some information, maybe you're growing a business, you get some good news, maybe you realize something, maybe you have an epiphany, maybe the grand epiphany is relaxation. It could be something small, it could be something big. I'm just seeing a lot of positives, like it's like you're being handed something. This is Pentacles, so usually that's something more physical. So you're most likely going to be physically handed something. Might be your coffee. That's it. I asked if you're going to go to a cozy coffee shop. And they're like, yeah, you're going to be handed something. Here you go. You're going to be handed something that you were waiting for because you ordered it and it's yours. And we've made it. It's to completion. It's created and finished. That's funny. I see it. I'm looking at it. Can you see it? I'm looking at it. Y'all probably been looking at it for longer than me. I'm just noticing it there. So I'm just seeing the word transformation. For you pessimistic dweebs out there, that's the sun. That's the sun. Listen, Plutonian, not even Plutonian, Scorpionic transformation energy, no joke. Moon and Scorpio over here. Hi, how are you? there's going to be a change. There's going to be a shift. I'm hearing specifically like a catalyst. Two of Cups, you know, it's relationships, it's getting together, it's talking. Again, I'm seeing a lot of cups. I'm seeing a lot of like get together for drinks. Are you meeting somebody at a cozy cafe for drinks? Is that it? Am I pre-predicting your little hangout, your little chill? Yeah, a lot of sparks of inspiration, a lot of hanging out. Page of Pentacles as well. I think like you're gonna be hanging out with a group and chilling, and you're gonna be like getting inspired, and then you're gonna be getting stuff. I think that you're gonna be grounded in something. It's gonna be a grounded spark. It's gonna actually be a flame, because I'm specifically seeing like the spark and then wood. So like the elements of fire and earth coming together make a campfire. Right now, we're gonna say the elements of fire and earth come together and make a campfire. We're gonna treat this like it's alchemist. And it's just your spark, your idea that you have is going to become more concrete. Something about you visiting this cozy cafe and so I'm specifically being told to say, and taking time and enjoying yourself is going to lead to your dreams, your ideas, your sparks having more grounding in the physical 3D. I'm hearing someone being like, that's what's missing. You've got all these sparks, but you've got all these sparks, and every once in a while you'll even make a flame, but there's nothing for it to catch on. Like, you've got kindling, but we need more than kindling. Eventually the kindling burns out. The kindling is just there to keep the fire around long enough for it to catch the actual logs, so that we can have actual warmth and things that are generated. Because from a fire you can create so much stuff. Creating a fire, you can make a meal, or you can make a weapon. You can make warmth, or you can make destruction. There's so much that could be made, but it needs a solid grounding. In this case, it's the kindling needs to be around long enough. The kindling is only there so that the wood can eventually catch, and that is when true creation can begin. And then Knight of Pentacles, it's going to be a nice, slow, chill kind of day. Maybe you're going to meet someone bald with a beard. Don't know why. Usually I'm not like literal with saying that you'll see the people that you'll see in the cards, but you go into a cozy cafe. I'm either right or wrong. Someone's like, there's so many people bald with beard. Then I was right. I don't understand. Why are we upset at me? I'm the woo-woo lady on the internet. You clicked on my video. You hung out with me. You could have left me where I was, on the bench. You could have left me where I was, in the tent. But yeah, I think that you might go solo. You see how this hermit's like wrapped up in all their stuff, pretty cozy, chilling, looking at the light. Maybe you're gonna bring your laptop, sit. Maybe you're gonna bring your journal, notebook. I'm seeing like a little like cafe that might have like a couch on it with throw blankets and stuff. So like, real mom pop type stuff. Wow. So overall, I think you're going to have an amazing time at your cozy little cafe. I think it's going to be very sweet, very cute. I'm getting like just all these nice vibes. You're going to order a nice little drink. Ooh, someone's going to burn their tongue. I felt it. Bubbles is significant. I'm not necessarily sure why. I actually forgot to mention it. So like someone here snores, which I know, but sleepy snores. I was supposed to told to say hakshu, me, 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 me. Little onomatopoeia for it. So whatever that is. Drink break. Fine, I'll drink water too. You better drink some as well. You can't see him, but he is over here. You can't see Wham Wham, but Wham Wham is over here in the corner. Okay, so I think that's all that I am really going to tell you about the cozy cafe. So now we're going to have... No, I'm not saying it's bad. No, No, it's gonna, they're gonna like it. It's gonna be super fun. I just think it's a little goofy. And that's fine, Garama. So, I'm gonna put these cards up. And as I'm putting these cards up, I'm gonna explain to you what my golem Garama wishes to do for you. My golem Garama accepts payment in the form of tea. And scandal, mischief, and gossip. Garama just wants to know what's going on. While Winona wants candy and Dylan with absolute loves chips, Garama, there's a great change coming, baby. At the cafe. Garama likes to be paid in other people's business. And as such, now listen, some people would say this is a problem. I say, I don't know them people. And I've been told sometimes, no, I can't look at people. So there's a chance that, let me explain why there's a chance. So, Garama would like, and I wrote this down, a reading about what someone in the coffee shop is going through. So not you, not I, just somebody who's going to be in the coffee shop that day. So I'm going to set these cards over here. And the reason I'm setting these cards over here, and let me put Garama where you can see you and you can see him. Where you can see him and all that stuff. And we're going to pull out Garama's cards, which have been sitting here all patient and nice. Yeah, Dylan said, leave it there. You always move stuff. Y'all see that deck? You know that deck? You know that deck. So we're just going to take it. Garama has 2 decks that they're a fan of. This little mini right deck. We're going to use this to help us clarify these what the tea cards. So excited. Ooh, 4 of Swords. There's someone who is, okay, they're resting. So whoever we're tapping in, so the only thing Garama is telling me about who we're tapping into the coffee shop, red is the only pre-download descriptor he will give me, and that is the only descriptor that I'm allowing him to go through. We're actually going to even see if this segment makes it. If this segment even makes it, because I'm really thinking about it, and I did glimpse something, and these what the tea cards do low-key, high-key be kind of scandalous. But you know what? We're doing this at the end of the video. It's Garama's Corner. It's Garama's Drama Corner. So, if you went to a cozy coffee shop, what's the business of one of the people at the coffee shop? Oh. You know, we might not need to know this person's business. I think we good, actually. Screenshots. Okay. Oh. Okay, so there's somebody who been letting their man drive their car. And they got screenshots that they've been letting somebody else in the car with them. And so they said, you can't have my keys. What's this card? No. Scarcity tactics. Oh, he laying low. He acting right. He acting right. Yep. He trying to smooth. He's trying to schmutz on her. He's trying to schmooze. He's trying to schmooze back into his good graces. Oh. Oh. Okay. So the thing that I said might happen did happen. Oh, he not getting back in them good graces. 5 of Pentacles. And that's all we gonna know about this. So this is the title card of the deck. I like to keep these cards in as like a blank card, which basically tell me, and that's all I'm going to tell you about that. And for us to get that, and this deck love to chat. So that's the drama of somebody who gonna be at the cafe. They let their man use their car while they at work, and then they got proof. I'm hearing from a friend that they may have been driving around other individuals, you know, man, woman, place it where you need to place it. That they person been driving around other individuals and they not a big fan of it. And this person, I was like, what did this card mean? They love bombing, because Page of Cups, you know, that's that crush, that's that childish energy. But these people already in a relationship, and I asked for that forcer. So they gonna try to love bomb their way back. They in the doghouse right now. It is what it is. Scarcity tactics. They laying low. You know, they done told that other girl, hey, we gotta chill. This the one actually pay bills. This one actually pay bills is crazy. Yeah, he in the doghouse. He crying about it. He upset. Garama, why did I need to know this person's business? Ooh, you might overhear it. That's why. You might overhear. You might actually be hearing the beginning of this. I don't know if it's them or the person. You might actually like slightly overhear at that coffee shop, or like the day you go to the coffee shop or something. This situation. Scandalous. Thank you, Garama. Since we're here and we're not just trying to be like Messy City. Oh, there's that death card again. You're really changing and you're transforming some stuff. The page. There's a change, there's a transformation. You're seeing things clearly, or you're more willing to explore. Well, thank you, Garama. Well, since we're already in your drama corner, can you tell us something, you know? Wow, you're quick. Something's coming in quick. What's coming in quick for him, Garama? Oh, okay. Hey, buddy. So the end of something is coming in quick. So I know what you're thinking. So those of you who know these cards, you know what the Ten of Swords is. Like, you know, it's endings. It's a painful ending. It's the realizing what is. So you're getting clarity on something, and like you've gone past like the Nine of Swords, which is having like the nightmares and the worries about it. And the Ten of Swords is your moment of, well, this is what it is. The swords are in me. Do I ignore them, or do I do something about it, or like do I move on? That's this. Ooh, okay. First of all, the wish and the hope card coming out, like the wish fulfillment card, and then the card of having hope in a hopeless place. No, you guys are doing fuego. People are like, so are you going to read that, or are you just going to tell us we're doing fuego? I can tell you what I want to. And I'm not telling you anything. Garama's telling you that you're doing amazing. You've got stuff coming up, but you really got to let go of that need for control. No, you've got like great fulfillment coming in. A lot of cups getting filled. I think you're going to really enjoy your drink at the Cozy Cafe. Garama, do you think they're going to enjoy their cozy drink at the cafe? What? Okay, someone isn't going to order a good drink, but I don't think that should hinder. And he said, and we're done with it. He said they're going to try some stuff. Okay. He's also saying, like, don't be afraid to try a new drink just because it might suck. What? Oh, okay. 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 Que sera, sera. Like, the tower in the hangman is not looking good to me. That's y'all. That's what you sound like. No, this is just really saying, hey, what will be, will be. I think that there's some worry going on here. Maybe whatever you're working on at the cafe is something that you need to present to some people, and you're like, well, let me just take this moment. I need a clear space that's not my home, that's not somewhere that I'll sit down and get cozy and just fall asleep, but I also need somewhere where like I don't feel like it's an overly sterile environment, so I can decompress and also enjoy me a nice, it's like a cake. I do not like chiffon cakes. Someone out there likes a chiffon cake. But so I can enjoy my nice snacks. But I think like you got to learn this control thing. Ooh. Okay, spiders are significant. I thought I saw something move and I looked over and I saw a little spider cat toy. So I'm hearing hang in there, the sweetheart, and I'm seeing like little poster this thing is going off like crazy, like cuckoo. Like, this guy was pretty much dying last time. You couldn't really see him. So I feel like you guys are gonna hear him too much. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's gonna be some noise, some disruption. Maybe the little cozy cafe that you go to is in the city, or maybe it's on a main street. Maybe there's gonna be a festival happening that day. It's still gonna be cute. It's still gonna be quaint. Maybe you're at the cafe because this 5 of Wands to me right now is speaking of competition. And by competition, I don't necessarily mean bad. Like, it's giving like open mic. It's given like presenting over competing with each other to me. And I think that that's what you're coming to terms with. That's what you're accepting. That not every meetup, not every like clash is competition. I wonder what that means. Not every clash is competition. What will be will be. And I think that that's what's helping you get ready for this tower. I think that you're at the cozy cafe hanging out, and I think you're preparing for a tower and you don't realize it. I think you're being prepared to withstand a tower, or you're being moved out of the way as the tower is happening. Oh, well, I'm gonna leave that there because I don't want to really expand on that. Now, tower is not, yep, 2 of Wands. Just wait and see. 8 of Swords. Oh, 8. Oh, okay, you literally have the self-doubt card as well as the leaving something behind. 8. Also strength. Balance is gonna come, and it's gonna come in quicker than you think. 3 8s, triple strength, a lot of infinities, a lot of motion. Keep that youth about you. Keep that joy. Just sit back. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. You've lived through many towers and you'll live through many more, whether you realize it or not. But I think that a part of you going to this cozy cafe is somehow inadvertently preventing you from being in the center of a tower moment. Like, it's a tower moment that's gonna happen. It has to happen. It does involve you, but it also doesn't involve you. It's kind of the thing of like, I'm not in this picture, but this picture is about, I'm not in this story, but this story is about me. It's that kind of thing where, because you've decided to take space away and you're like, I know that I need to go somewhere. I know that I need to hermit in some way, some capacity. I know that I need to not be here. You've gotten nudges and you might not be sure why you got that nudge. Sorry, I was checking to see if the camera was still on. But you've gotten nudges and you're not sure why, but they're not negative. So you're like, let me go ahead and follow them. They've worked out well. But I think these next few nudges, and again, move how you're going to move. I'm just the woo-woo lady on the internet. I think these next nudges are going to help soften a tower for you. And when I say soften a tower, I think that like the tower itself doesn't seem like it was going to be that bad of a tower. This is going to leave way to build new foundation, or it's going to reveal the foundation, because the foundation was fine. Everything on top of it was just built all funky and Shweko-like. And then like the architecture was ugly. Oh gosh. And then 2-2. It's coming 2-2-U. 2-2-U, 4-U. So 2-2-4. And then this is 8. It's a lot of 8s. Oh, I didn't realize it on the side. Can I tip this and not destroy anything? Can I do that? Can I not? You see, there's like 4s technically on this. A lot of red 4s. Red is color of luck and prosperity and some mythos. No, you got a big storm coming, but it's looking like this is a big storm coming, but it's a big storm that you're fully prepared for. And in fact, I don't even think it hits your area. Yeah, unfazed. Someone wants to fight you about your reputation. Ooh, okay, we're not getting into that. Garama! This is also why I don't go into Garama's drama corner very often. Again, Garama accepts payment in the form of yo business. This is your business. But I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna look tragic from the outside, and you're gonna be confused as to why you're not as affected as you would usually be. I'm just gonna kind of like end it there, because again, while in the tent we don't ignore serious topics. Oh, a lot of pages. You got a lot of new beginnings coming, baby. You're really expanding and opening yourself, and I think that's the coziness, that's the niceness, this expansion and this open. You're being sure of yourself. You're knowing yourself. You're coming into who you are. You're coming into self-mastery of your solidness. I think you're working on bringing things into the 3D. It's giving manifestation. Oh my God, are you working on that? It might just be an innate gift that you have. Who's to say? But I like this spread. This is very fun. So usually whenever I get a spread like this, I often get this in like the same suit. So usually it's like the page, the queen, and then the king. And that's technically kind of what we have here. Where we do have a page, our spark going through, and then our queen of pentacles, who can take that spark, that message, that inspired message from the page and actually ground it in reality and help create something, to actually put the fire in the hearth to feed the home, and to then take that to move on to the emperor, where now you have this knowledge and you've learned mastery within yourself, and now you can like spread your tentacles out and like move more into leadership. Tiger spirit out here. Tiger spirit says hi. I see you. It's your time, babe. It's your time. Look at Garama. Garama says it's your time. And if you're not going to believe Garama, I don't know what to do for you. If you're not going to believe Garama, you're going to have a weird time. You're going to have a weird time. Your shiesty perception is super off if you do not believe Garama. Okay, and I think that that's pretty much what's going to happen if you go to a cozy little cafe. I think that you're going to, like, you know, get a cute little drink, get cozy, overhear somebody's business about how they be letting somebody all up in their car, and then that person be letting other people up in their car, and then they got snitched on, and now you probably going to hear about it in the cafe. And then there's going to be like some tower moment that's going to happen while you're at the cafe. But again, you're going to be fine. 9 of Pentacles. You're doing great. I think that you're at a point in your life where you either are doing great or you're literally about to do great. And that's why these tower moments aren't really doing the things to you that they usually would. Nope. It said creeping, but I denied it. I shut that off for you. I did that for free. Here. I cut that for free. So whoever, hey, look at this creeping card. Think of somebody. Think of somebody who you ought not be dealing with. You thinking of them? Perfect. I cut the cord. I did that for free. Here. Took the cord. And it's in the fire. There you go. That was free. Now, you can only use that once for this person. Because me cutting the cord does nothing if you keep going around messing with them. Because, yeah, I cut that cord, but if you're going around creating 5, 30, 11 other cords, I ain't cutting no more cords for you. My time is precious. Wow, not you got a free cord cutting. And speaking of cord cutting, let me go ahead and disconnect you from the space. Ah. Sorry, my moon charm. Sorry, my moon charm got caught. There we go. I'm being told to show you guys the peacock feather that goes on this. So, peacock's important. Harris says hi. Starfish loves you. Yummy Ya wants to know. You know what Yummy Ya wants to know. If that's what she said, you know what she wants you to know. Persephone said the same thing. I heard her specifically say she ain't ever that busy with her man. She ain't ever that busy. So whoever that's for, Persephone ain't ever that busy with her man. So I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect you guys from our space. I still like the popping feel, but it is a little sad to feel the coziness kind of go as our connection dwindles. But that's fine. I'll just encourage some coziness of my own. But thank you all for visiting the tent. Bye.